If you want to follow along, I recommend this dbfiddle website. It's a free website and you don't even need to create an account. When you open the website, just click on SQL Server. That's the flavor of SQL that we're using for these videos. And make sure you choose AdventureWorks as the database. That will give you access to all of the same sample data that I'm using in these videos. Alright, this time we're going to be talking about comments in SQL. Now this is probably the first place where it's going to diverge quite significantly from Excel, but there's still a relationship that we can think about between the two concepts in their respective platforms. How do we make a comment in Excel? Well, we've got the legacy comments and the new comments, but they're more or less the same thing. We right click on a cell, we'll use the keyboard shortcuts to add some comment. Yeah. The important thing here is that we're adding comments to the data, and that's the place where it's going to be different compared to SQL. So this is a comment particularly on this cell. We can't quite do that with SQL because we don't see the data in SQL, we see the code to get the data. So what we can do instead is we can comment the code. We can add notes to the code. So how do we comment SQL code? We've actually got two options. So let me quickly show you the two options above. The first option is the double dash type comment, which is just two dashes and then whatever text you want as your comment. Let's call this a double dash comment to be explicit. The way that this one works is that it tells SQL to ignore everything after the double dash. Well, including the double dash, from the double dash onwards, up until the end of the line. The second type of comment is the /* comment, which has a start /* and an end */. So we'll call this one a /* comment. And this one tells SQL to ignore everything within these two start and end bits. You can think of them like brackets for comments. The advantage of this is that your comments can be over multiple lines if you want. The double dash one only comments out the rest of the line. The / ones comment out everything within them. Let's just prove that SQL does indeed ignore things that are inside these comments. So let's do something here. Let's put in a comment, group name. Now since this is in comments, inside the comment brackets, I'm expecting SQL to ignore this. And similarly, let's put some double dashes in front of the department ID. I'm expecting SQL to ignore both of these when I actually run this query. So let's give it a run and see what we get. Here we go. Our output only has the name column because we've said ignore this and ignore this. So when SQL actually runs this, just delete everything that's a comment. This is actually what gets run. So why bother with comments if they're just ignored by SQL, by the database, when it runs these queries? Well, in my mind, there's actually two reasons why you would comment your code or use code comments. And each reason corresponds to each of the different types of comments that we have. So the first one, the double dash one, this is really useful when you're writing your code. For me personally anyway, one of the things that I like to do is I like to temporarily remove parts of my code to see what the output looks like with that part removed. And then I can easily put it back in by recommenting it, or just by deleting the double dashes before it. So for example, let's take a look at the output of this query. This is what the output looks like with the filter department ID is not equal to 5. for whatever reason, I might want to see what the output looks like without this query. So I can comment it out, I can rerun my output, and this is what I get. But the convenience of commenting it out means that it's super easy to put it back in. It's the same with comments. It's the same with columns. If I want to see what the output looks like without the department ID, say I've got loads of different columns and I want to just chop some of them down temporarily while I'm working with a certain part of the code, I might want to run it without those columns. But commenting them out means that it's very easy to uncomment them and put them back in. So that's number one. It's just very easy to comment out particular parts of your code. And I'll mention that if you're using a text editor and you're using a keyboard shortcut to comment out lines, they'll typically support commenting multiple lines as well, which can be super convenient. Reason number two is when I use the /* comments. It's for documenting my code. So just by looking at this query, I don't know why, if this was a real query that is, I don't know why department ID is not equal to 5. I don't know why this is a condition that we want to be true. Assuming that this isn't common knowledge within the team or company, if there was a comment here saying maybe this department is no longer valid, this would give me the understanding of why we've chosen, or why whoever wrote the SQL query chose to filter out department ID number 5. So this is a great way to make your code easier to understand. Exactly the same SQL code can be easier to understand with good quality comments. And I make the point, good quality comments, because you don't want to go overboard with comments. You don't need to explain why we're taking just these two columns. You don't need to explain why you're taking this table in this particular query, because that's kind of obvious. But a good quality comment can really give context that whoever's reading the query might not otherwise have. I also personally like to use comments as titles for my query. So in this particular case, the title I might give this is valid departments. I do this mainly for my benefit, because when I see this title, I know that this query is then going to be something to do with departments and the ones that are valid. And so it just gives me that immediate context before I then go and dig into the nitty-gritty of the code. Now, it's just my preference to use these comments in this way. Not everybody has this preference. You can do double dashes for these, I'll call them human readable comments, the comments that you've written for other humans to read, rather than just temporarily commenting out part of the code. But it's totally up to you. Just do whatever you prefer. It's just my preference to use the /* comments for what I want a human to read. Alright, to wrap up, we've seen that we can add comments to SQL code. There's two types of comments, the double dash ones and the /* ones. The double dash ones comment out everything from the double dash onwards until the end of the line, and the /* ones comment out everything between the /* and the //. These are the comments brackets. We have comments for development just to make our lives easier, because we can get certain bits of the SQL to be ignored while we're testing, or we can use them to document things that would not be obvious without some kind of documentation or some other way of giving context to the queries. But just as a warning, don't go overboard with comments. Keep comments clear, keep them appropriate, and keep them simple. But that's all for this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.